everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. What I'm going to show you today is how I put a 24-foot cattle rack on my 20-foot flatbed dump. This is a flatbed dump truck, and I wanted a little more room for cattle, so because I'm hauling cattle all the time, so I put a 24-foot cattle rack on my 20-foot flatbed dump. So I'll show you how this works. But I want to show you how it's all made up in one piece. This rack is all made in one piece. Starts out with 6-inch channel iron right here. And I want to show you what holds it down on my flatbed. Of course, I have my standard loops here, which is normal on any truck. And so I wanted to show you how I hold this rack down. It's pretty simple, actually. How I hold it down on my bed. So So all I have here is just a little piece of tubing with a shoe on the bottom of it, and it just goes right up through my standard loop. And the nut for this bolt is welded on the back side of this channel iron right here. So I don't have to worry about trying to hold a nut and get the nut on the bolt and do all that. And when I want this to when I'm not using this rack, or when I take this rack off, then it's pretty simple. So I just screw it in that way, and that way it's attached to the rack, it stays with the rack, and then I can go with the truck and do other things with the truck. But when I want to attach the cattle bed to the flatbed dump, then I got to turn these shoes over. And of course, you just do that with your impact gun. So it starts out here with a 6-inch channel, and then I have 3-inch angle running up the corners. And this is not treated lumber. I painted this lumber. This is I didn't need treated lumber. You could use treated lumber if you want to, but all this is store-bought lumber, 1.5 inches thick and 10 inches, 1x10s. And so I just spaced them until I got up to the top, and then I went with 1x6s, or I'm sorry, 2x6s. And I don't know if I call these 1x10s, but they're 2x10s. But they're actually 1.5 inches thick. They call them 2x10s, but they're only 1.5 inches thick. They're store-bought stuff. So those are 2x6s on top. So I'll take you back here and show you. It's difficult for me to use this thing, so you guys will have to bear with me. But anyway, this is the end of my 20-foot bed right here. This is the end of my 20-foot flatbed. And then my 6-inch channel iron extends right on back another 4 foot, gives me a 24-foot rack. And then of course I have to put a floor. I had to put a floor in this section right here. Now this section of rack right here, from the end of the bed forward, does not have any floor in it. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But then this rear section, from this 4-foot section, has to have a piece of plate in the steel plate in the bottom of it. Now these right here, I hope you guys can see, but these right here are just to stand on and walk on. That's what this rebar is welded on here for. Show you this tailgate right here. I hope you can see. But I just put a track on the top here. My tailgate just slides back here like that right there. And then I can't reach it, but I got this little snap pin right here. I just snap in it right there, and that holds it back in place. But yeah, this just goes back and forth. And then the same way over here on this side. I got these little dogs made up there where you just put a snap pin in it. So that works pretty nice. I'll show you inside there. So you can see that the bed up, you're not seeing any manure up there in that front section, but you can see it back here in this back section here where the 4-foot section is. But anyway, I also went crisscrossed up through there with some rebar, and that keeps the cattle from slipping around. So perhaps you can see that. But and then I put that dividing section in it right here. If you had cows and calves, you could separate your cows from your calves, or if you wanted to put just a certain number in the front and then a certain number here in the rear, it works that way as well. But yeah, just did put you might see here to keep the. I did have a little bit of problem here with the manure going out through the cracks of the boards. So I did use a thin 1/4 inch plywood on the inside, and of course that stopped that, and you can see how that works. So okay guys, hope that helps. If you find this interesting, why, you can see here that 6-inch channel there, and you can see those nuts welded on the inside there where I run those bolts through. So it's pretty simple actually. So if you guys find this interesting, and I appreciate it if you'd hit like and subscribe. Thank you.